can cross check with the page number 61. That can be a simple sample of resume 1. 68. Page number 68. It is written that sample of resume, right? How you identify? Yesterday I asked you a question. Are you going to mention the CV or resume in top of your profile or not? No. Any from us say yes or no? No. Why? Why you are not going to mention? You go through any Google.
Yes.
What the result you get?
But for why we don't have the answer?
You don't find the answer. Okay. Anyone else? Go for the Google or YouTube or anywhere. That why we are not going to mention the topic as a CV or resume. You find the answer only no. Yes. The answer is that is reflecting in your CV. Because what is the difference between CV and resume? CV is all about your what? What are the experience? What are the things that you have already prepared? And resume is about your short skills. So when a recruiter is going for the profile, he can identify this is a CV or resume. No need to explain it. Right. This is also can be identified about your career objective. What are the term you are using in the career objective? That can also identify this is your CV or this is your what? Resume. Because the wording that you are using in the career objective that can be identified. This may be a CV, this may be a resume. Because resume and CV format are same. Just the wording, your experience, your qualification, this can be different. That can make it may be a resume, that can be a CV. So you can find out that career objective is written that seeking a position in progressive company where I can utilize these all things. Some people are writing in the career objective I. You can also follow page number 68. Sorry, 61. Some people are writing as like I would start with career, I'm very good at. That means they are using the self-reflecting sentences. It's like I want to join in your company for this position. I want to join your company for giving the this kind of contribution of myself. That means you are reflecting your selfness that what you are wanting from the company. This is not actually a very good sound. If company feels that you are wanting the things that you want from the company, then company will hire you or you can do something differently. Because company want these people who can be an asset for this company. What the company goal, what the company requirement, these people are going to fulfill this. Neither company is not going to fulfill your requirement, what the employee requirement. Company has their own goal set, own requirement. So employee are going to do the thing. If you are writing that I want to join your company for this career, this option, that means it reflecting your selfness. That self reflection should be reflecting over there that you want from this company, which is give a negative impact to your career, right? So what are the actually perspective that you want to be focused on your career objective? So first one is about your what is your objective regarding your career. You have to know that what you want to do in your career, right? This is about your objective that you want to make yourself in a career. If you have a experience in civil engineering, if you have a experience as like in coding sentence, so what are the career objective you want to focus? You want to go for the civil engineering field or you want to go for the coding field? You have to mention it. First of all, you have to clear about it that I want to make my career in the civil engineering or I want to make my career in the what? Software related companies. So this is also identified by the first question. You have to focus about the mind that what the company is actually. If you identify what the company is actually, then after you can make your wording as like this company. So then after the question is what is your objective coming to that particular company? What the company is hiring you, what is your objective? Before you go for an interview, you have also research about the company, what the company criteria, what the company goal, what are the company term and condition, career vision. You have already go for it. So then after why you choose this? If you know these are the goal of this company, if you know about the career plan of this company, why you choose this company, why you feel that this company is suitable for me, you have a clear idea about this, then after you can reflect it in your CV or resume. Up to these two question, that can be a CV or resume, right? Then after the last question, can identify this profile is going to be prepare a CV or this profile is going to prepare a resume. Because if you have experience or everything in the civil engineering, then your career objective and your experience also say the same thing, means CV, resume are the same thing. But the last, what the job role you require, that can be identified about the profile. That can be a CV, that can be a resume. So last question, what is this? What is your objective regarding choosing a particular field? In civil engineering, there is one field or different other fields? Civil engineering having one field or that's a different field? Designing also, construction, analysis, testing work. They are different fields. So what are the field you are actually requiring? This can be specified, targeted. What is specified, targeted? If you are going to specify something, if you are going to target at something, what is this? CV or resume? Resume. If you are applying for a general topic, means you are giving a profile to placement sale or to the online portal, then what you write? CV, but what you write? The wording should be in the civil engineering field. In the you can say something else if you go for the software engineering, in the software engineering field. So this is all about the CV or resume. That the last word can identify about this profile can be prepared as a CV or a resume. Because in general field, if you go for the civil engineering, this can be your CV, because the placement cell become to know that this is a civil engineer. So what are the civil engineering related job role can become? We can offer this job. It's like go for the designing, construction, or the material testing or surveying. These all things. But if you particularly targeted that I want to find a job, or the objective, the career objective of my job is to be a what? Analysis. You can say what is repeat analysis or the designer. Then the job role is specified to be a designer. That can be identified. It's a resume, right? This is all about your CV and resume. Please don't mention that I want to take a position in this company in that kind of job role, or the self-reflecting word such like I, we, them, they, and us. Please don't use this sentence in the past. You can write some article as like a and the. You can use with some different quotation. It's like you can find out the cross check with a sample that there is written that to seek a position in the company. To seek a position in a progressive company. Is there written any I want to join your company for this position? I want to work with your company for as a civil engineer. Career objective can be in a different way that should not be reflecting your focus to yourself. That can identify that the company what require, you are focusing on this one, right? So you can write as like this: seeking a position in progressive company where I can utilize my acquired knowledge and skill in the field of there is a space. If you feel in the field of civil engineering, that can be your what? If you write here to seek a position or in the field of civil engineering, that is your CV or resume? CV. If you write over here in the field of designing, that can be identified as resume. But the first thing, before writing the career objective, you have to mention your name and your address. That should be like in the top of the CV or resume. Some people are writing in the header part what? CV, curriculum vitae or resume. But you are not going to repeat the same thing. If you are writing where CV and resume, you have to change it to your name and address. Is there any photo is attached? Then say me in where actually photo is required, in CV or resume? Resume. Okay. In CV, we require a photocopy or not? Yes or no? We don't require, or you don't know?
We don't know.
You don't know. Any guess? That in CV we are requiring a photocopy or not? Anything comes to your mind? Yes? Required in CV. And resume? Resume also required. And from your side? Both are required. Why? Why we require the photocopy in both CV and resume? If you say both, then why? First of all, identify that why the photocopy is actually required. Photocopy, why you require the photocopy to paste in the CV or resume? Why you use the photocopy, the passport size photo that you are taking? Why you use this? You don't know. Then when in your college they are asking to, in the admission time, give your photocopy. Then you can ask them, that's why you are taking the photocopy. What is the reason actually? Why you are giving your photocopy to this college, admission or recruiter or anyone? What is the use of your photocopy? Identification that yes, this is the person, is not it? So in the CV or resume, is it actually required to identify yourself with a photocopy? Yes or no? Yes. But when you are going for the direct face-to-face interview, at that time the photocopy is required or not? Yes, required.
Because the recruiter should know that the person is
Because the recruiter knows that this is the person.
because
Okay.
the interview is actually that person or not.
So in general, CV what we do, we can go for the face-to-face interview. Generally, we are not using the CV. If company is required, then we go for the CV. In CV, we go for the placement. We put it the placement or in the job portal. So where we are not present, at that time it's mandatory to give your photocopy to it, right? If you are not practically involved, then you have to give your photocopy. That actually the recruiter becomes know this is the person. In the face-to-face interview, where you can give your resume, at that time you may put your photocopy or may not, because in the traditional timing they are also putting the photocopy. If you go for a company in where the recruiter are little aged person or little traditional, you can give the photocopy. This is the best option. Neither they are going to ask you that why you have not posted your photocopy, right? So but in general, in the modern style, in the recruiter, when you are going for the face-to-face interview, photocopy is not required. We have to paste the photocopy in the heading part, in the left side or right side, or in the middle.
Right side.
Right side or this side? This is also my right side. Okay. So in the right side, you are going to paste your photo. Then the name tag, same
Middle.
position or some little change should be there.
Middle.
Middle. If you are not pasting your photo, then your name should be in the middle position. But if you are pasting your photo over the right side, then your text should be moved to the left side. Right now this is not in the middle position because some part is covered by the photocopy. So this is looks like indecent. Right side your photocopy and left side is your name tag. And you can write down the capital text height for the name is 14 to 18 or 16 to 18.
Why don't you go with that template, the red one, the 73 page? You can, everyone, you can open up your page number 73.
72 pages.
72.
72.
72 page, right? You see there is a entire template. Okay, so we basically have two designs of template. One is called as a bulletin template. What do you mean by bulletin template? Like, do you feel that you can find there certain dots over there in the markings and all that? Those are bulletin format, right? And once you turn the next, like the previous page, you can see some, like the things are previous page, the previous page.
Page number 60, 70.
70.
This is all about
You
the
can
bullet.
see there are like certain sort of boxes over there, right? So there are, those are called as box pattern resume. It's okay to have a box pattern, but literally doesn't look so good as compared to a bulletin format, right? We have lot many varieties of resume, but it is preferable to use a like a bulletin format of resume. It looks quite good, neat, tidy and all that. It looks very good, okay. So always try to prefer to the bulletin format. Okay, and there you can find out the things sir is going to explain you so that you can have an idea about what are the exact points. Now turn to page 72 again.
No.
Turn the page.
Then the page number 72.
Hmm.
Here you can see that aspirant name. The text height of this aspirant name is 16 to 18. You can mention it. The text height of the name is 16 to 18. And then after is your address, that is your house number, plot number. In the text height,
16 to 18 is name.
name tag, only the name. And that's mostly in the capital letter.
First name.
The text size. It's the text size that should be 16
To
Character.
to 18. Okay, and the font size is always times New Roman, right?
times 0.
You remember those things. The books that you are going right now, cities, those are with the Arial format. Okay, so normally if you are going to publish a book, it should be in Arial format. They don't take Times New Roman. But when you are going to prepare a resume or a CV, it depends on you. You can try to go with Times New Roman because it's quite okay. And one more thing. So for example, write on Times New Roman the header part when you are going to write the aspirant name. For example, your name, and you're setting a size of 16. It may change with Arial size of 16. Getting it? So sizes do differ from places to places. It may be looking a bit smaller, it may look bigger. So what you can do, try to go with Times New Roman because normally all the files work have been done in Times New Roman, and use the text as a 16 or 18 as per your preference. Okay?
Okay, so next is about your address. Right, your address text height should be 11 to 12. The text height of your address here is written the house number, plot number, and street, 8 post, district. The text height is 11 to 12. And the next one is about your mobile number. This is always mentioned to give your mobile number or two mobile numbers. Right. First one is about your only, and second one is not your. You are using also two SIM, two mobile number you are having. Some people are doing that two number in the same CV. But it is mentioned that to give your first number as your number and second number about your relatives, about your family member, but actually ever about the things that what you are doing. Don't put your friend's mobile number. Because what happened, this is logically, I am just giving you why you are not giving your both mobile number. Because if you are going for a remote location in where both the SIM is not working, the network is not working properly, so maybe the information you are not getting because you put your both SIM number in the same mobile and you are in the remote location. Now the recruiter, if you want to contact with you, he may not be trying to reach you, right? So for that reason, first one is about your number and the second one is about your family member or relative, or actually ever about the things what you are doing. At least they can get a message that your candidate is being selected for our company and the recruitment process is in the last after 2 days. At least they can inform you that you got selected, you got shortlisted in this company, and they can inform you. But if you give your friend's mobile number, then what he do? He can hijack your post. He can do, sir, he is not present right now, but I am also free. I can go for the interview. Is it happening with any? That can be happening, right? So be conscious about this. Don't give your friend's number. Give your number the first one. First priority is about your number, and second one is about your family, friend, so not friends, your relative, and other close one number, right? At least they can inform you. And the last one is about your email. Email and mobile number is compulsory. You are using mobile phones, everyone? How many email account you have? Only one, okay. From you? Three. All of you three. You are having one, two. You all are having? 3, 4. Anything else is going for the two-digit number? You are having two digit number. Or how many email ID you have? 2 email ID. 2-digit number. 10 to starting up to 99.
That's right.
How much you have? Only one email ID. Only one email ID. So you are having two email ID. What is the difference between two email ID? Means in which purpose you are using these two email IDs?
One is for professional,
Huh?
another for games.
One is personal, another one is professional, and third one is
Games.
yes.
College maybe.
College is also going for the professional.
Games.
If you're games, that's the right thing, right? If you're using more than one email ID, it's actually good. As you already know that you have to use one is your personal mail ID, another one is about your professional mail ID. So in your professional mail ID, do not add this mail ID to your game, to your online shopping, online fooding delivery, and some course registration. Don't add these all things, because if you add for a course registration or somewhere this is a free register of the course, then this your mobile number is going to, or mobile number or mail ID is going to hijack. They can sell it to another vendor, and you are getting random message from the spam list. So whatever the important message you are getting from the recruiter, you are not going to identify which is important for you. So for that reason, if you are maintaining the professional, then maintain it in a professional way, in where you are not going to add any sort of other things to this mail ID, right? Any sort of other things. So you all are aware about all the things. So this is about your mobile number and email ID. This is about your heading part. In your header, in the MS Word, there is something header and footer. In the header part, you are going to mention about your name and address. And the text height for the address is 11 to 12. And the text height for the name is 16 to 18. And the gap, line gap, the spacing, word spacing is about 1.08 to 1.15. Means the space between your name and house number, space between your house number and street and what? Head post. The lines, the text height, the line spacing is about 1.08 to 1.15. 1.5, you can say.
Once you click on, once you make this header part, after you type out the text, what you can do, select the entire text, go to paragraph setting, and there you can find options line spacing. So by default, you can make it exactly 1.08 or like to 1.5, 1.15.
So this is about FT, I hope. FT, the unit is FT.
I'm not sure about the point.
Also, the unit is not mentioned over there.
You can just make it's a default thing. You can type. You need to make it sure, because if you want to increase the size also, you can make.
By default, this is 1, but you have to change it according to your requirement. This is not mandatory to go for the 1.08 or 1.15. This is according to your requirement. What are the requirement? In the last we are going to discuss about this thing, right? So next, the thing you are going to, after career objective, you are going for the academic qualification. In the academic qualification, always maintain the academic qualification from the higher order to lower order. We are not going to mention about first metric, then after 12th, then BTech, then MTech, these all things. Go for in a higher order to lower order. So in the academic, this is mandatory to mention what is the course you are doing. First, second thing about your institute name. Third, about your CGPA. This can be or cannot be the year of passing. The three things should be mandatory: your institute name and the course you are doing, and the last one is about your year of passing. Percentage of CGPA can be, cannot be, just depend upon you. If you have a different kind of percentage, like a roller coaster percentage, in the 10th you get 70%, in 12th you get 50%, in the BTech you get again 70%. This is a roller coaster riding. At the time, it's good to not mention about your percentage. If you have a very good percentage like 70% in metric, in an increasing order, in an increasing way, 70% in metric, 12 80%, and BTech 90%, you can obviously mention this. But if your career percentage is decreases, 90% in 10th, 80% in 12th, BTech in 50%. If your percentage is in a decreased way, are you feel that this is going to impressive by the recruiter when he feel this is? So this is right now you can be hide this. You cannot mention about a career percentage. But right now the question come that if you are not mentioning your percentage, the recruiter must ask you why you are not mentioning your what? Your CGPA or percentage. That can be discussed in the HR questions. Right. If you have a rosy and attractive percentage, then you can mention it. If you don't have any sound percentage, then you have to hide it simply. But first is about your institute name. First is about your course. Then after, from which institute you have did your course. And then next, you can find out the university name also. If your institute is also university, then no need to write the university. If you are undergoing in a university, then mention the institute name. Then after your university, the last one is about your season or session. Which session you have passed out. In the BTech, first year to last year. In the 12th, first year to second year. But in the 10th, what? From KG1 to 10th. Only 10th year, right? When you have passed out your 10th? 2016. 16 to 17, right? You have to mention about your 16 to 17. So this is all about in a decreased way. The thing is work experience. So how many types of work experience is there? How many kind of work experience? Two type of work experience. First one is about which is correlated to your job, and second one is about your which is not correlated but you have the experience. It's like you have the experience in the marketing field, but which is not related to your what, civil engineering. Then this is also one type of experience. And if you have experience in the civil engineering field, this is also a different kind of experience. If you have experience in the field what you are applying for the job, then first thing before the career object, before the academic qualification, you have to mention the working experience. If you have the work experience in the field where you are going to work for it, where you are going to apply for the job. If you have experience in the working field that you are applying, then first mention the working experience, then after educational qualification. But if you have experience in the different field, then you mention the working experience after the educational qualification, right? So clear about the things? In the working experience, first you have to mention the position, what the position you are at the time while you leave the company, and next about your job profile, what is the job profile, and working period, what is the working period. If you have a working period of 1 to 2 months, or before 6 months, or before 1 year, then please don't mention. If you have experience of less than 1 year, this is said that to don't mention the work experience, because before 1 year experience is not giving you a positive things, rather that can give a negative impact to your career. Why? When a recruiter is asking you what is your experience, 6 months or 7 months, at that time he can think that if this person is not sustained for 1 year in a company, then how can we believe that this person is working for a long time in our company? That can give a negative impact to your career. So if you have a working experience less than 1 year, then you have to avoid it. So for that reason, it is recommended that in which field you are go for a job, at least sustain there for 1 year. Then after you can get a work experience, then you can leave it. Clear about the things? But another thing is there. If you are working in a project that is 6 months or 3 months, you can mention it. Because project is not having a job role. Project is always about the project. But the work you have to do in your input in your project, that can be mentioned. This project can be 1 month project, can be 6 month project, can be 1 year project. If you involve yourself in a project, that can be mentioned as a work experience. But if you are doing in a job role of 6 months, 7 months, this is not going to be considered, right? So if you are going for a project, that can be mentioned, that may be above than 1 year, maybe below 1 year. But the job role cannot be mentioned, that can give a negative impact to you, right?
You are understanding what he is saying, guys, by the way? Huh?
In 6 months you cannot add project.
Last 3 people.
Some
Suppose
project,
Pushtu sir कौन पूछते हैं?
Then I am
this kind of project is not.
सब बुझलो ना तो?
I can
बुझला है पूछा नहीं?
done my project with my
Huh?
land related. Then I am
Doubt
mentioned
question?
not in CV. I am doing project with.
डाउट पूछा ना सर को
This project can be counted.
कहाँ पे वेट करते डाउट
working
पूछा
experience. Yeah, I will explain.
डाउट होती तो पचारी में सर को कौन डाउट पूछे बोले तमाम को last bench postal that doesn't mean कि you have your own zone over there, right? It's not about your engineering classes that you can sit here at your back having your own zone. Your seniors they right now setting for the placement. Do you know that? Yes or no? हाँ? तो वो सीनियर्स वाले प्लेसमेंट के लिए बैठ रहे हैं पता है कि नहीं तुम लोगों को? हाँ या ना? तो फिर आप लोगों को नहीं बैठना है जॉब नहीं चाहिए तो फिर इंटरेक्शन क्या करते हो सर के साथ क्या पढ़ा रहे हैं कुछ समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं कुछ पूछे सर को अभी तक सिर्फ बुक ओपन हो गया एंड यू आर ऑन अ व्हाट योर ओन वर्ल्ड It's up to your loss. We are not having any sort of issues with that. Okay, relax. It's up to your loss. We'll be getting the salary by the end of the month. No one is going to ask us, sir, did you feel that the people have got everything that we are supposed to give them? We'll say, sir, we have given them everything. And people have taken everything from us with extra interest also. Now, if you are not having it up your side, it's up to your marks. We are not responsible for any such incidents by that we have been happening right now with you people. पढ़ाना था पढ़ा दिए लोगे नहीं लोगे वो आपके ऊपर डिपेंड है अब ये तो है नहीं कि आई कैन ग्राइंड द थिंग्स आई कैन आस्क यू टू टेक अ कंप्लीट फ्लो ऑफ वाटर इनटू योर माउथ दैट ग्राइंड ऑफ वर्क आई कैन नॉट डू दैट ऑन राइट नाउ तब से पढ़ा दिस पीपल आर इंटरेक्टिंग दे आर आस्किंग व्हाट एल्स यू आर डूइंग विद सर एटलीस्ट पूछो सर को सर डाउट हो रहा है क्या करें क्या नहीं तो सर आपको समझाएंगे हाँ ठीक है यहाँ पे गलती हो रहा है ओके लेट मी एक्सप्लेन यू वंस अगेन आप डाउट भी नहीं पूछोगे कैसे सीखोगे आप लोग Continue, Ranjan.
Okay. So in the working experience, this is of two types. First one is about your working experience, the job you are going to be doing, and the second working experience is about the thing that is not going to help you in your job role. So while you are mentioning your working experience, first of all you have to mention about the company name, and also in the place name where the company is placed, and about the company name. Then after you go for the position that you have worked in the company, and then after the job profile in your job position, what is your responsibility, and the last one is about the working period. What is about working period? 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. What the experience you are having? Right now I discuss about the what project. Are you going to mention the project that you have did in a BTech? Yes. In the working experience. If you have a working experience in a particular project that is not about a BTech project, some civil construction project should be there, as like the building of project of the building, project of a what construction of the wall, yes, maybe the architecting of a building, that can be go for it.
Ranjan, chair.
They're writing.
They have broken a chair. Okay.
Which
Take
answer?
the note and just that is one knot and the
12.
work is around 100 250 rupees. But for you we have a major discount of 249 only. Phone pay, Google Pay. Scan. Make it right now. Huh? Scan 249. Huh? Hand cash. Give it. We have a receipt. Will be giving you a receipt. Want bank statement also? You want a bank for this? You want a loan? With good interest? 30% interest? Scan it. Be quick. Be quick. 249. If you pay right now, then you will be having discount of 1 rupees more again. 248. See.
Try to
going to work, it's again a making charges. You have to give us again because you are going to repair it from your side. Making charges 40 rupees for each knot. In total with interest 100 rupees. What? 250 or 100 rupees. Huh? Overall, they don't make it 350, make it 500 only. Why do we 350 again? I don't have again 150. I cannot add.
So this is having with a one screw.
Yeah, both of them, both of them.
Sir, open. Sir, मैं क्या लिखूँ तो
Complete 600.
So this is all about your working experience, right? Are you going to mention your project that you have done in BTech? Because this project is about your practical experience only. So next is your professional education. What are your professional education? BTech, plus 2, 12th, internships and training. Right now what you are doing? Training for what? Training in the internship. This is all about your professional career training. You are going or undergoing a training, practical modular course, ADSTA, or you are having some different name. ADSTA. Write down the full form of ADSTA. Don't go for the ADSTA. Even I don't know what is the full form of ADSTA. If you write down there ADSTA, I will call to you and ask that, my dear, what you have written that your professional education is ADSTA. You have written ADSTA. What is the course name? What is the major focus of this course? Right. So first of all, you have to go for the course that you are doing right now. Mention your what training institute name with the place. What are the course you are doing there? The full form of this course, and this much only. Right. Next is about your professional proficiency. Not only the first is about the internship that you are doing. Some people are having the summer vacation courses. You can also mention it. If this is about related to your career, because I am a mechanical engineer, I have did my summer vacation course in Java. This is not correlated. If I am applying for a company in the mechanical field, I am not going to mention over there. If this is a CV, then I can mention. If this is a resume, then this is a complete recipe for disaster. Because in the resume, you are going for the targeted things that the company is actually required. If you did any summer vacation courses in your field, in your professional field, that can be helpful for the company, then you can mention it. If some people are having some apprentice, some people are doing apprentice. Who? Apprentice. If you are going for the apprentice, then also you can mention it, right?
After 6 months the course completed and I have to do right undergoing or
Undergone. Undergoing, if you are continuing your courses, right now you are applying for a job, right? In the CTTC. What you are going to write down over here? Undergoing, that you have not completed. When you completed the courses and then after you are applying for a job, that is about your undergone. That means you have already completed your courses. So next is about professional proficiency. What are the skills that you gain from the professional education? This comes to about your professional proficiency. That these are the skills you have required from this sort of idea, sort of skill you have required from your career, in your experience, in the training, in any way. So what are the professional proficiency? First one is about your computer skills. Some people don't know about the Microsoft Word, Microsoft PPT, Microsoft Office, some other work, Excel. If they don't know how to operate, how to work with a Microsoft Office, is it a benefit for them or this is a loss for them? obviously loss for them, because maximum company are working with the PPT, working with the Excel, working with the Word. If you don't have any idea about how to operate, how to work with the MS Office, then this can be a loss for you. So you have to write down your computer skills as like the basic operation of computer. Office suite means MS Office total series, that included with your Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, and some other suite there, Microsoft Note, and different varieties also are there. And the last is basic knowledge of internet. Internet is not about how to go for the Google and how to go for YouTube. Basic knowledge about the internet, how to go for a search. In a search, what are the things you are mentioning? For that reason, you get a quick result of the search. It's like you want to know that who is the co-founder of Apple, and you type your Apple. Rather you go for the USA, you go for Himachal Pradesh. Apple, red apples should be there, where the apple farming are there. This is mentioned. You know about how to operate the internet. In here you can find the particular result. That's like apple minus fruit. That means it is going to remove the result of the fruit. Where to add the plus side, where to add the minus side. Some file type colon should be there. These are the type of internet searching. Not about to go for the internet and write something, because that can be do by a small child also. The kid who is having a 4 to 5 year of experience only, he can go through the Google, he can go through the YouTube and simply type it. But you as a BTech engineer, you as an engineering student, technical person, you know some basic thing or some advanced thing of the computer or the networking, that how can you get the quick result of this. So if you are going to type anything A to Z in the Google, you find lakhs of results should be there. Is all result is helpful for you, or you are scrolling to find out the what is the perfect result for you? This is also having some tricks and tips over there that you have to apply and go for the internet searching. This is all about your computer skill. If you have different computer skills, as like the harder people are also having the computer skill as like how to install the software, how to troubleshooting, how to solve a problem. If a software is going to crash, how they can solve it. These are also the advantages of there also. They can mention it. As you see, civil people are there. How to go for a, what can I say? Only the basics should be there, because your software should be different in the software proficiency. You can second note, you can find out software proficiency. What are the software you find out, or what are the software you have already experienced as your Revit, AutoCAD, and what are another software should be there? Start Pro, ETABS, whatever the software you are learning. This is comes about your what? Software proficiency. You know how to operate these all softwares. Software that doesn't mean MS Office, Google Chrome, how to operate the Google Chrome, how to operate the YouTube. These are also general things. Software means about your professional field. It's like AutoCAD, how to use AutoCAD, how to use Revit, how to go for the material testing if you're going in a analysis software, right? These are all about your software proficiency. You have a lots of software. You know about how many software are going to learn in this 4 months? 5. But when you are applying for a company, are the company require all the software or targeted some 1 to 2 software? Because one software having license of 4 to 5 lakh, or some licenses up to 10 lakhs per annum. Is it possible to bring all the company can purchase all the software, or he can go for the targeted software which is he actually required? Targeted software. Right now, if is it your CV, then you can go for the targeted software, or in a general software what you have already learned. What you prefer? In the CV, you prefer for the general software, that the 5 software you have learned, or go for the only software which is company required? General in CV. In resume, targeted software. But the software related to this company, that can be targeted. But the computer skill can be mentioned, because every company that may be working in the particular software, but he have an idea to know about the Microsoft Office, because some software having their some formula should be put into there in the Microsoft Excel or Microsoft Word should be there, right? They are putting their formulas over the Microsoft Excel. So if you don't know how to operate the Microsoft Excel, then at the time you cannot be put your formulas. Maybe in the analysis software you can go for the putting the data in the Excel sheet, because we are doing in the mechanical field, we are doing the same thing. If you have to put some formulas over there, some data should be there, then we go for the Microsoft Excel. In the Excel we are putting the values, then the result is reflecting in the software. So in the computer skill, what are the things you have learned, you have to mention it. In the software proficiency, you have to go for the targeted software that the company is actually requiring. Get the point? Yes or no? Next, about the technical skill. What is the technical skill?
And weakness.
Strength and weakness of what? The technical field, you say the right thing, but strength and weakness in what field? Which field? Technical field or in the general field? General field. General field should be mentioned in the personal skill.
To know knowledge of skills.
No, not exactly. The technical skill, about the technical skill that already you have known. The practical skills. Just like for the civil people, they know about the material testing, solving. For the ADCHNM people, going for the what? In the ADCHNM, what is your practical field that you are doing? Practical काम कौन करते हो तुम्हें जैसे trouble shooting comes under the online mode of software. Practical. How to repair a OS. Go for the motherboard. Motherboard repair करते हो नहीं? Repair करते हो नहीं motherboard? So सेगुड़ा तुम्हारा technical skill है क्या? This is all about a technical skill. For the civil people, technical skill is surveying, material testing, and what? Anything else? What are other skills, the technical skills that you are going for? Only two things, surveying and material testing. Only two things. Yes? Salt analysis. Soil? Mechanics, mechanism what? Soil testing. Soil mechanics. Okay, some soil testing should be there. Like what much of moisture is contained or something. Right? I heard about the sound. But this is all about the technical skill. What are the technical skill you have? As like operation of the surveying machine, measurement of how to handle the chain. There should be a contour chain. How to measurement tape, how to operate the measurement tape. This is all about a technical skill. You can mention these all things, right? If this is a software company, you don't require that you know about how to measure the contour chain, measurement tape, or anything. If this is a CV, you can mention everything that the skill you have. If this is a resume, you can go for the targeted thing. If this software, if the analysis software is going for the survey, then you can write down the survey. If the AutoCAD software is going for the measurement, you can find out, I know how to operate the contour chain, how to operate the measurement tape. These are the all things, right? So next is about the leadership qualities. What is the leadership qualities? What are the leadership qualities that you have already taken? Yes, Harit. What are the leadership qualities that you have done in your life? कौन leadership quality तुम्हें कौन ब्लड डोनेशन ओके ब्लड देइलो ना कैंप ऑर्गेनाइज करिलो अच्छा समझ लीडरशिप क्वालिटी एथलेटिक के कौन टीम लीडर थे माने कौन बोलते थे कैप्टन ন্যাশনাল লেভেল খেলিছিল কি নর্মাল খালি গান মানে গান তোমার হ্যাঁ তাহলে লিংক করে দিই so anyone having any experience of the leadership qualities what are the things what in which field district level state level village level what
In hometown.
the hometown so what about your
What
leadership
you have
qualities
done, by the way? What leadership quality you are having? Ma'am, what leadership quality you are having? Without a fear, I can strike a man with a scooty. What leadership quality you are having?
from both sides what is the leadership quality you have had?
He is asking them, I'm asking you to relax. You have to answer him. What quality you are having? Leadership
Poor
quality.
people leaders.
Yes
Blood donation camp.
what by grade
Like you have given blood or you have taken blood?
what are the leadership quality or what is the project you have going to take and you feel that you take
Taken
a
blood.
leadership quality over there
Hey Ranjan, we have a person from here. He is having leadership quality where she have organized a blood donation camp. After donation, she have taken completely for her. What else, ma'am? You have like how many liters you have taken by the way?
so for drinking only or to take a
1-2 liters or you take as a normally day by day like you take it or it's like a gallon you take it up completely. One day, one time. Lunch and breakfast. After food, before food.
Classy and
okay what sort of leadership quality that you feel that these are the things I have organized or I have participated and these are the leadership quality I have within from the back side no second back side don't have any leadership quality you people all are from one group of your college which group A or the only one batch how many projects you have taken in the second semester or second year the fourth semester or in the seventh semester have you go for any project or not how many projects
one
whole group one project
They divided as batches.
batches full batch one project
So in a batch,
5 members in one batch okay how many batch should be there 15 to 16 so you have participating there or you are only contribution for money only what is your participant what is your contribution to the team only money some work should be there or some experience should be there or you only spoke on that do this kind of thing do that kind of thing and you have not participated are you feel this is a leadership quality or not in this 5 member you are working there must be someone who is coordinate to each and every people or you go for the random way and your teacher are guiding to you what you did you are guiding yourself only or your teacher is guiding you teacher is guiding you after teacher there must be someone who is make a coordination of every people who is that one you are that one you may be a team member who is not working as a team leader but he is coordinate to all people that can be leadership quality that you have in the academic quality as he said that he organize it blood donate you he's organize a campaign of blood donation as like Mami said they also organize a blood donation campaign you participate in there to take the blood or to donate the blood
She went to borrow blood.
Okay, some people are also organizing the campaign of what? Blood donation. Some NGOs would be there, the providing the cloth to the poor
Like
people.
Swachh Bharat Abhiyan is also relative quality. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, or else if you go with Swachh Bharat, even that's also again like it's a relative quality you can have it. For example, you are funding to an NGO, or else for example you thought we are quite okay with the financial strategy, so let's do one thing. Let's go to nearby village and let's teach them people. Okay. So certain colleges I have also seen like what they do. They used to teach the poor people free education. Like for example, right now you are in BTech, you have graduate, you are on the field on to the part to the end of your graduation. What you can do, you can teach certain people over there. Like on weekends, you can go and you can teach them. You can organize a scenario. From your pocket money, you will be giving them books, pen, paper, the required things and all that. So even that is again like it can be a example of a relative quality. For example, arranging an annual function is again a relative quality. It requires a good set of management that you can do it. That's again a good examples of good relative quality. But try to have something, because without a relative quality, it says that you haven't taken a lead, and it keeps a question mark again. Keep tomorrow I'm going to hire you for my company. Can you take the role of a leader? It is a question mark again. So if you have anything in that particular field, try to give an answer to that, so that at least the recruiter should feel yes, I can at least hire you. Not only have arranging donation camp and borrowing blood from there, be positive or see. Ma'am, what is your blood group? Borrow, then blood, then B. What's your name? Huh? What's your name? Sai. What's your nickname? No nickname. What your friends call you? Sai Bala. Bala. So starting again B. So you are fond of B only. Favorite color? B again. Favorite food?
Biscuit.
Ma'am, you love biryani? Chicken biryani. Again B. Great. Favorite drink? Bournvita wala Sprite. Again B. You are B ambassador or?
So leadership quality, we are not going to mention the leadership quality that you have, as like you are a captain in your cricketing, which only played in the village level. You are organizing a Ganesh Puja or some localized. We are not going to mention these are the leadership quality, right? The quality we are going to mention if you are a captain of your team who played at district level, state level, and if you have already organized some is like blood donation campaign, you have already participated in some NGOs, and in the COVID time you are helping to the few people, that can be mentioned. These are the leadership quality that having within you, right? So the next is project undergone. In this project undergone, you can mention the project that you have did in your BTech in your academic time. Some people are doing their MTech, and in the MTech they are also going for different kind of projects. They can also mention the project over here only, that the project is undergone in the what academic career, but the project he have did as a experience, that can be go for the experience session, working experience. If you don't have any working experience, simply you can skip it. And the project, mostly some project would be there, because you have, as a BTech engineer, you have participated in different kind of project, and you have to mention about the project name, project title, and the next one is about your what are the problems this can be solve the project. That some description, little description, short pinpointed description about the project. What are the things, what are the problem this project is going to be solved, or what is the mechanism of the project, what is the working efficiency of the project. You can mention it in the short pinpointed. And next is about your accolades. Accolades means achievement. What are the achievement you have already taken? It's like you got a scholarship in your 12th, 10th, you got 90% in BTech. Is it an achievement? You got first prize in slow cycle race. Is it an achievement? Yes. Yes. তোমার কোন achievement ছিল slow cycle race রে? First prize, second prize. Okay. So these sort of things are not the achievements. Achievement should be in a adding some value actually to your life. It's like you got a scholarship in your 10th or 12th. Some scholarship should be there, na? State scholarship, national scholarship. You got a scholarship, then you can mention it. You got a first prize in your team got a first prize of cricket team in the district level. That can be achievement for you. That can be scholastic and co-scholastic. Scholastic means the achievement that you get from the what academic career. Post-scholastic means the achievement that you get from the co-curricular activities. That may be about the sports, that may be about the different kind of things. Scholastic achievement can be go for the academic achievement. Or you go for the debate participation and you got some first prize or second prize over there. And even you participate in the district level, this is also can be achievement for you. You can participate for a national level and you didn't got a prize over there, but this is achievement for you because in the district level you got selected, then after you participate in the national level. This is all about your achievements. Achievement is of two types. It's like here mentioned also scholastic as well as co-scholastic. And the next one is about personal skill. As you mentioned, right? Strength, hobbies, weakness. In the personal skill, are you going to mention about the weakness? Yes or no? Yes or no? Why? In a personal skill, why you are not going to mention about the weakness?
Because this is your skill. So
This is your skill. Weakness is a skill.
I'm saying this is our skill actually. I'm saying our skill. What are our skills?
Hmm.
So we should not be mentioned our weakness.
Your weakness, because weakness is also a negative part. You are not going to mention any sort of negative things that reflecting to your severe resume. It's like first negative things about your first one, academic career. The decrease of your percentage, that may be a roller coaster ride. This is also reflecting a negative impact to your career. You are not going to mention it. First thing. Some people I hope busy with some different work. What are you doing? From the back side? Back last two side? My dear seat number 13. What are you doing? What are you doing? Nothing. Writing only. What you are writing? Writing in the paper or writing in the panel? Don't write it in the panel, right? So, this is about your personal skill, strength, hobby, and interest. What is the difference between strength, hobby, and weakness? What is the difference between strength, hobby, and weakness? What?
Strength is like which we are investing.
Okay, then what is your hobby?
Like we always do that. Like in our free time.
Then interest?
Like it's our passionate.
Passion and hobby are the different things or the same thing?
What do you want to do?
What you want to do? Okay, that is what? Interest? Interest. And what is passion? You can
So
say
something you want to do but
Hobbies.
don't have any chance to do it.
not having chance to do that. Okay. Anything else? Strength is about the what the skill you are already pro in that one, right? It's like you are pro in the SolidWorks. You are not having the SolidWorks, having only AutoCAD. You are very pro in AutoCAD. You feel that you are making the unit design over there. You feel that these are the things you are very good at, or some certain strength that the leadership quality within you is very much good because you have already what you have already participated in different kind of teams and you make it properly and you got a lot many achievement and you feel that the leadership quality within you is very good. And the second, you maybe got participate in lot many debate, so you feel that your communication skill is very much good. Third thing is about a technical skill. that you very good at the strength analysis. What is this? Materials testing, soil testing, or these are the things that you feel that you are very good at. You can write it over there that these are my strengths. I am very good at this. Next one is about your hobby. Hobby means you may be good at this or may not be good at this, but you love to do it. And always you are trying to improve yourself. In the free time, whenever you get a free time, after a lot many pain or after a lot many stress, just before you take in, what you love to do it. Some people are very foodie in nature. How many people, how many stress they have taken, but they don't feel fear to take the food. Some people are there, if they have any stress, they don't feel to take much food, or they are very not good at taking the food. If they are very foodie in nature, their passion is fooding. If that can be a passion? Fooding can be passion or not? Because you love to do whatever the problem you are facing, you love to eat. Is it a passion?
Nature.
Nature?
Not passion. It's maybe nature.
And this can be about a different thing. Passion, what the skill, what the value actually this is going to about your life. This is all about the passion. Means you feel that coding is about your passion. You have a civil engineering field, but you love to do the coding. When you get the free timing, you go for the coding, you for an analysis of how to go for the coding, what are the, right now what are the, Google is opening for the Google Form to learn about the coding, different kind of coding in the free. You are always researching these things. Whenever you get a free time, you go for the coding. Or you have a different thing as like marketing field. You have any enthusiasm about to go for the marketing. Whenever you get a free timing, you go for the research of marketing. You are reading about the thesis of marketing and these all things. This is all about your passion. That means you love to do in the free time. You want to do drinking, you want to do eating, you want to do go for a long drive. Go for a long drive as a rider, that can be a passion for you, but simply moving is not a passion. Your passion should be having a meaningful, that can give actually meaning. It's like some people are having passion of the gardening. What is the meaning of gardening? Gardening can be give a meaning that you are caring in nature. Some people are saying I love to ride the motorbike in a long distance. That describe that they are the what?
Passionate about
Yes,
you want to discover more.
they want to move always. They are always free minded. Because if they have a passion about the riding, that means they are always free minded. They can be make themselves engaged in any time. If some people are having the passion of the you can say about what the passion you have, please tell me. What is your passion? Reading? Riding bike. That can be about the solopreneurship, means in the self, with a group or only one. Solo riding. Or in a group. Solo riding. That is reflecting about you can be engaged yourself only. Some people having the cooking as their you can say as their what passion. Means cooking means as their hobby. That means they can be adjust to any situation. They can be self-sufficient. Some people having the passion, hobbies of singing, passion of singing and dancing. That means their self-engagement. They can engage everyone. They can be entertain everyone. This is about the meaning of the hobbies. If you have a hobbies of eating, if you have a hobbies of other things which is not adding a value actually to you, that is a complete loss for you. Whatever the hobby you are mentioning, this must be adding some value to your CV, to this company, to your life also. So strength is about the pro nature that you are in, hobby that you love to do at any part of time, at any point of time. And interest is about you have a little interest to go for the software engineering, to go for the mechanical field, but you are not very much well conscious about these things, but you have an interest in go for the mechanical field, you go for the marketing field. Whenever you get a free time, At the time that depends on your mood. If you have a mood, you can go for it. If you don't have any mood, that you don't go for it. But you have an interest to learn the marketing. This is all about your interest. Get a clear idea what is the difference between interest and hobby. Hobby, whenever you get a free time, you are engaged with it. But interest, whenever the mood comes to you, you can engage with it. This is about the difference between hobby and interest.
So what is passion exactly?
What is passion? Passion you can say about your hobbies also. Because at the free time, when you get a free time, that may be a single free time. Right now you get a free time, just think about 1 to 2, the lunch break. You get a free time of 15 minutes. In this 15 minutes, you have an interest of something and you go for it. This is about passion. That means whenever you get a
Passion
free time,
adds a financial support to you normally. For example, you love something more, okay? That can be a hobby. For example, let's do that key cooking. Okay, cooking is a part of your hobby. You love cooking. It can be a hobby for a time that yes, when you go home, you feel that let me cook. So you love cooking, even if it is around 5 people, 10 people, you love cooking, you go for that. Now, when you feel that you are okay, you feel that let me upgrade myself, right? What then you do? You go, you follow up your passion of cooking for more with more different items and many more things. You make them a bit more upgrade. When your hobbies get upgraded to a platform, it is named as a passion. Now, what happens? Once you feel that I'm a very good chef right now, then you may feel that let me have my own restaurant, let me cook food for people. Now that passion is going to give a salary structure to you. It can add a financial support to you, right? So like right now we all can say that our passion is soft skill. Why? Because with this we are earning money, we are enjoying money, right? It can be a part of hobby only. It's a derivative of a hobby, but literally reflects about your passion. Okay.
got it? And the next one is about your personal desire. Personal desire is describe about the personal things. It's like you are mentioning in the first page in the biodata, personal details. But in the personal desire, we are not mentioning everything about the personal description. Only short things should be there, is like your date of birth, and then after your father's name, about your gender. If your name is in a dilemma, that some name should be Roshni, some name should be like. This is a confusion that is he a male person or a female person. At that time, you can go for the gender. Religion is not required because the company is not requiring what the religion you have. And also nationality, if you are applying for an Indian company, that must be Indian. This can be mandatory if you are applying for the abroad company. But if you are in the India, the nationality is mentioning is not required. So whatever you are going to mention, first is date of birth, then after father's name, then after your address, nationality, can be, cannot be, language proficiency. Some people are doing what? First writing their name, father's name, then after the date of birth. So what is reflecting? The father's date of birth is this, and the father is 20 years old, 25 years old. Then the candidate is a baby. It's not it.
Yes.
So first of all, you are writing about the date of birth of your, then after your father's name, and next is about your address, permanent address. Listen, the first is aspirant name. You are mentioning here the address, and also in the personal desire some address should be there. Are you going to reflect 2 times your address or 1 time? Then what to write here? 1 time in where? This or here? Where? Downside in the personal desire or in the name tag or the heading? That can depend on you. How you are arranging the page. Listen, this page is arranged from first to last. Some people are doing their profile as like they started over here and the ending should be here. This is not a what? This is not actually CV well prepared. Your CV must be start from this line and end with this line. That should be well organized, well maintained. The 2 pages should be maintained. So for that reason, if you require, here you can mention your address to stretch on little more. And if you feel that your permanent address and temporary address is different, then you can write your temporary address here, the present address, and your permanent address you can mention it personal to share. So this is also depend on yourself. If you have a little more space over here to mention, then you can go for the permanent or current address. If you feel that if you are going to put your personal detail, your address, then the page is going to be in the next level. So you can, it's better to mention only here, not in the personal user. And if you feel that in the first page, if you write something here, then some wording should be come to the next page, then simply remove the address over here, you can mention it in the personal dossier, right? And the next one is about the language proficiency. First language is English, is it? Then what? First language is about your mother tongue, and second one is about your national language. Last one is about your English, which is generally accepted in anywhere. And the fourth language is about your other language. You know about this, then you can mention about it, right? So this is all about the language. And last one is declaration. Declaration is very much good looking in the what? This kind of template, which is about bulletin template or in the box type template. But there should be a different kind of template known as infographical template. In the infographical template, the declaration is not mentioned over there. Do you have any idea about what is infographical template? In where the pie chart, the graphical should be represent about your experience, about your job role, and the all things. That is all about the representation in a graphical way. This is all about your graphical representation of your CV or your career or your profile. This is about infographical template or infographical resume or CV you can mention it. So in the infographical template, declaration is not mentioning, but in the box type and bulletin type, the declaration is looks good. So for that reason, we are putting the declaration. And the last one is about date and place. You can write date, then after the date, place, then place. But here is written the name of the aspirant. Some people are writing the NAME, name of the aspirant. Is it okay, or writing the your name only?
On my
Your name, that is so and so, Ranjan Giri. Then the offside you can give your signature. Some people are asking about, we have to put our signature in the offside of the written or the downside. Why offside?
the name also
Signature. You are writing your name in the printed copy, and then the above side you can give your signature. And one thing I forgot about to say, the text height of all the things. Any doubt regarding this?
Signature should be in the left side or
Signature must be in the right side corner. In here, name of the, here written the name of the aspirant. You can write your name only. What is your name? Bikash Chandra. You can write your Bikash Chandra, and then after give your signature over here. Right, Bikash Chandra. Right. Place. In the place, you are not going to mention about the place where you belongs to. The place where the interview is going to conduct it. Right. If you are applying for a company in the CTDC, you can write here the place over Bhubaneswar. Not CTDC. CTDC is not a place. Bhubaneswar. If you are applying for your from native area, then you can apply this. It's like Baleshwar, Jashpur, anything. If you are applying for the outside, is like Hyderabad, Bengaluru, you can write the place over here as like this, Hyderabad or Bengaluru. Where you apply for the job, at that place you can apply the place. If you are uploading the CV or resume in the online, then what you write in the place? The company place. In which place you are uploading your CV. Right. Where you present at writing the CV, you can write down the place name at the current location that you are in. That maybe you are sending it in the online mode, that maybe you are applying it for the virtual mode, physical mode. Whatever you are doing, in the same place what you are present right now, you can apply for the place.
current location means district name or proper area.
If this is a proper area, they can go for the area. If this is a highlighted area, as like Hyderabad, they are going to written over Hyderabad or Telangana. Hyderabad. If you are applying for the Bengaluru or in a Karnataka or in the Chennai, you are going for the district name or state name or the location over there.
District में जो state में
If this location is well popular, then you can go for the popular location, right? If your location is not, as like you are applying for your native town, right? Then your town, your hometown is not very much popular, then you can go for the district name, right?
hobby interest में तो different है
Hobby and
interest
interest with a difference कौन? Hobby होउची सेटा जोटा कि तमे जेतेबेले भी तुमको फ्री टाइम मिलिबो ना सेटा करिया पे तुम चाहिए जेमति तमे सब बेले कोन करूछ ना किछि गोटे तमर हॉबी अछि मन ट्रबल शूटिंग हैला कि आ किछि हैला जेतेबेले तमे फ्री टाइम मिलुछि सेतेबेले ता ऊपर काम करिया पे तुमको भल लागुछि इंटरेस्ट हैला तुमको इंग्लिश सिखिबार अछि किंतु भाबुछ सिखिउ किंतु केबे ट्राई करनु इच्छा अछि सिखिबार बट फ्री टाइम मिलले भी तमे ट्राई करनु जेतेबेले मूड होउछि सेतेबेले ट्राई करछो सेटा तम इंटरेस्ट क्लियर एबे इंटरेस्ट को हॉबी बनेबो ना और का रखिबो क्लियर हला तो so this is all about the preparation of your CV and resume right no so it already so CV and resume can be differ only the wording that you are using in the career objective in the field of civil engineering or in the field of what designing material testing or anything. Then after about your education should be most similar. Working experience can be different for the CV and resume. Then after your professional proficiency in the software proficiency that also can be different from the CV and resume. Then comes to your project undergone in the academic career that you have to mention. Accolades about your achievements. And all the things are same. If your strength is about correlated to your job role, then that's very similar to this and looks decent actually. So right now, say me, if you got this kind of difference in the CV and resume, is it actually mandatory to write over CV or resume, or the recruiter is self he can find that this is the CV or resume? What?
No, not right heading CV and
You are not going to mention about the CV and resume. Got the answer? Why you are not writing CV or resume? This is a old format actually. At that time, in the traditional way, they are following the same thing. But in finding any logic that you have to write down CV or resume, because these two are the different things. Are you writing something different to be strength of material, or what is your fluid mechanics? This is self-described. Just imagine your teacher is from fluid mechanics, right? He came and studied something, teach you something without any book and without saying anything. That's what he taught to you. And next your strength of material shall come and say you something. Are you find the difference over there, or you feel that these are the same thing? This is all about civil engineering. If some people are saying that this is civil engineering, this is about your CV. That means these people don't know about the technical field. Maybe he is outside from the technical field and he feels that this is all about the civil engineering. So this is about your CV. And you as a civil engineer, you find that this is the difference between strength of material and fluid mechanics. Then there is no need to say that this is CV or resume. So for that reason you are not mentioning CV and resume. Got the point? The next is most important thing. What is the text height? You got the name in the heading part. What is the text height of your name? 16 to 18, and the line spacing is 1.08 to 1.15, and the text height of your address 11 to 12. Then after the subheading, career objective. What is the text height of career objective? This is about 12 to 14. Career objective. Subheading text height is 12 to 14. And the last one is about your objective that you are writing. The text height is same 11 to 12. The content that you are writing, this is about 11 to 12, and the subheading is about your what? 12 to 14. And what is the line spacing? Line spacing inside the content is like here written to seek a position, and next after what? In the field of. So line spacing in between these two sentences is 1.15 is minimum, 1.5 is maximum. 1.15 which is maximum for this header part. This is minimum for the content line, and the maximum is 1.5. And what is the line spacing in between this career objective and the content? If are you maintaining the same thing, what is the line spacing over the content and in between the career objective? It looks good, or some little stretch on should be there? If little stretch on should be there, that looks good. Yes or no? So what is the distance? You can also go for the paragraph setting, and there is in the downside go for the customize. There is written 0 feet, 6 feet, 12 feet. You can analyze it. Go for the setting over there. Tap on the arrow bar there. First 0 over there, then after 6, then 12. Set this paragraph setting as 6 ft only after. Before line spacing 0 ft. After line spacing go for the 6 ft. That can give a little stretch on to it. That can identify this is a subheading, then after the content. Get the point? So this is all about your CV preparation. How to prepare a CV, what are the points you are going to be mentioned, and this is a step-by-step process. First of all, mention the career objective, then after academic qualification, if you have experience correlated to this before the academic qualification, then afterward professional education, then professional proficiency, project undergone, accolades, and these are the all things. If you feel that you are writing what? Professional education, one point is there, and next 2 points for the space is not there, this point is moving to that side. At that time you can go for the what? Text height. Change the text height, change the line spacing, and adjust according to your requirement. As you said about the what? Address. If you feel that this address and that address, after putting you feel some space should be there, then you can go for the address over here only, and then after here. If you are living in the current location and permanent location is different, then go for the current location here, and then after what is this? Permanent location. So get any idea how to prepare a CV? Right now you have already prepared also a CV. So is your CV like to this format or in a different format? Or you are going for the computer shop and ask him to prepare my CV. These are the details, and whatever the writing you don't need. Because this is also happening with the people. Some person actually, he go for the a shop and ask to prepare his resume, and he brought it. When we read about this resume, there is mention that he is applying for a management company in the marketing field, and he have completed their MBA and applying for the marketing field. But where the company is asking to him for a design engineer, and he also BTech pass out. But his CV is showing that he did their MBA. This is also happening. If you don't know what to write in the CV, what to write in the resume, this can be a complete mess up for you, right? So this is all about the CV and resume. Got any idea how to write the things? Don't repeat the same format. Last, don't repeat the same format, because this book is spreaded over 10 to 15,000 people. It's like you are getting the material. This material also spread also to South Africa, Palestine, Myanmar. Right now this is going to be, and all over the CTPC. If you find your competitor having the same format of CV and you are having the same format of CV, it's like you all people are from one college, right? You are also going for the same format of CV, and when the recruiter come, he find the same format of CV there, same should be written over there. What he feel? All are copy paste? Is he willing to go for the next process, or he is just asking you what the things you are writing? We don't record what are the things you have written, just say what are the qualification you have. Is it okay? So try to make in a different way. The heading should be same, but the wording should be different. It's like in the career objective, some people are going for the internet, copy over some quotation over there and paste it. Some people are going for their older brother or some experienced person, they are asking for their CV. They find that the career objective is written very much attractive, so they copy it and paste it. But some recruiter, what they do, they are asking about what is your career objective. And you can ask him, sir, can you give me the CV? I can read out and say you. Is it actually a decent way? If recruiter is asking about your career objective, apart from you saying about your career objective, you are just asking to the recruiter, sir, please give me the CV of mine, a resume of mine. I can go through it and I will describe. Are you going to the same thing? So whatever you are writing is like in the declaration. Whatever you are writing, go through it, get a proper knowledge, and write over it. It's like if the examiner, if the recruiter is asking any cross question to you, you are able to handle it. This is all about your CV, resume preparation. Biodata preparation is not required for you. If you require it, then this is a different thing, right? So get any idea about how to prepare a CV and resume?
Yes, sir.
So you people have prepared your CV or resume? Not
Like do old CV, then I do modify to new CV. Not prepare.
So already right now we have a CV of yours. Got a idea how to prepare a CV in a step-by-step process. Go for the modification and you can cross-check it. With the you are not here after 2 to 3 days. Okay. So cross-check with your teacher that is present in your what? What is your GMRIT? You can cross-check with them. Those people who are in CTTC, they can give the resume or CV. We can cross-check it. Right? So got any idea? Clear or having some doubt? What are the doubt you can ask me? If you are clear, can I ask you some question?
Yes.
Okay. So you are applying for a what? Job which is related to the software engineer. Are you going for the CV or resume?
Resume. Resume.
And you from? Resume. So whatever you are going to mention about the resume, are you going to mention this training center or what is internship? Are you showing the internship over there? No. Are you attaching the photocopy over there or no? Yes.
It's mandatory.